You know, I know we all got our doubts about the last election.
Boo!
And I want to assure you, I share the concerns of millions of Americans about voting irregularities.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo!
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. We do have a news show here, so we hate to tell you stuff you already know, like Mike Pence is a scumbag. Mike Pence is a dirtbag. Mike Pence is a snake and a neocon and a sellout and somebody who you should not trust because he doesn't care about you, so you shouldn't care about him. And you don't care about him, actually. Let's go ahead and look at the polls here. Mike Pence is muddling in the 3 and 4% range. Absolutely 0% chance of ever becoming president. Vivek Ramaswamy is actually number 2 right now, tied with Ron DeSantis. Hot diggity. This from Kaplan Strategies for July 17th through the 18th, 800 live voters. Whoa. So what could possibly change Mike Pence's, trajectory here? How about if you stood with the guy that brought you to fame and fortune inside of our party, the guy named Donald Trump, who carried you along when you were like sort of a muddling, middle-of-the-road, very white-bread politician from Indiana, of all places, and made you internationally famous. How about that? How about standing with that guy? When the entire superstructure of the ghost in the machine is going after him, trying to essentially criminalize all political and free speech. How about that? But nope. Mike Pence had to tweet as soon as Donald Trump was indicted yesterday for the 3rd time by his arch-political rival Joe Biden. Today's indictment serves as an important reminder. Anyone who puts himself above the Constitution should never be president of the United States. Shut the up, Mike Pence. So enraging. Actually, Mike Pence, on the day that Donald Trump, January 6th, the day that Donald Trump's getting indicted for, Mike Pence is the person who betrayed himself, who betrayed his party, who betrayed all of us. In fact, you can hear it here, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Pence on January 4th, 2021. I know we all got doubts about the election. I share those same concerns with millions of Americans with voting irregularities. I promise you this Wednesday, we'll have our day in Congress. We'll hear the objections. We'll hear the evidence. Mike Pence said it. Listen.
I know we all got our doubts about the last election. And I want to assure you, I share the concerns of millions of Americans about voting irregularities. And I promise you, come this Wednesday, we'll have our day in Congress. We'll hear the objections. We'll hear the evidence. But tomorrow is Georgia's day.
He lied to us. And now he's getting completely destroyed. Here are some of my favorite comments. Mark Levin is saying, "No, Mike, that's not what it shows. Did you read the charges? They got nothing to do with the Constitution. There's a shameful statement. It's actually antithetical to the Constitution because it's against free speech." F you, pal. I think I speak for myself. And many when I say this. Guess that rules you out. Biden is shredding the Constitution and imprisoning his opposition. And you're taking pot shots at Trump, says Sean Davis, one of our favorites. Charlie Kirk. Who does he think his audience is exactly? Libs. That's the answer to that is libs. Never trust a man who betrays his own, says Jack Posobiec. Correction. Yes. Never trust a man who betrays his own. We'll retweet that. With his statement today, Vice President has disqualified himself from ever holding elected office ever again. If Republican politicians don't understand how dangerous this Democrat lawfare is to our country, they are useless. You will never be president. Conservatives should be shouting, "But my Constitution," while communists haul their families off to concentration camps. The Constitution is nothing. The Constitution's worth nothing. It is worth less than the paper that it's printed on. The Soviet Union had constitutions. The Soviet Union had bills of rights. And they hauled everyone off to prison and the gulags anyway. Doesn't matter. Genocides are done under the guise of constitutions. What matters is the institutions that hold each other accountable and that have power equal over each other. That's what matters here. And we're going to see a lot of that in the Trump case. What a POS, says Cat Turd. And this is Donald Trump's lawyer here. Mike Pence is a complete sellout and establishment shill. Nobody likes a coward, Mike. You'll never hold public office again. Go sit on a beach somewhere. Go bleach your hair. Truly, truly unbelievable. You're a weak, mealy-mouthed coward. Just in case you need another reason to dislike this backstabbing rhino. What did we say? I hopped into his mentions and said, I'm glad that Tucker Carlson ended your career. And that's what I said. This is 30,000 likes, and this has been retweeted 1,700 times. So there you go. Two things here, and this is very important. This clip broke just seconds ago. Mike Pence talking about and expounding upon his comments. Let's check on how many Mike Pence supporters are here at this Mike Pence rally.
And we should hold our president, we should hold Congress accountable for policies that will make sure that Americans are working and that we achieve full employment.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Okay, so we missed it right off the top there, Rich, but he did take a question on the news.
So this is Mike Pence walking away. Look at all the Mike Pence supporters. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. There are dozens of us.
But he did move on to talking about the federal.
Look at all those Mike Pence supporters. Wow, what a humiliation and a fall from grace. And if this didn't do it for you, ladies and gentlemen, my final clip will Tucker Carlson ending your career. That was, of course, my tweet to Mike Pence yesterday, and it is true. Here's Tucker Carlson legitimately ending any career Mike Pence could ever have by proving that Mike Pence does not care about Americans. Watch.
In maybe January, we'll let somebody transfer some jets.
I'm sorry, Mr. Vice President, have you, I know you're running for president. You are distressed that the Ukrainians don't have enough American tanks. Every city in the United States has become much worse over the past 3 years. Yeah. Drive around. There's not one city that's gotten better in the United States. And it's visible. Our economy has degraded. The suicide rate has jumped. Public filth and disorder and crime have exponentially increased. And yet your concern is that the Ukrainians, a country most people can't find on a map, who've received tens of billions of U.S. tax dollars, don't have enough tanks. I think it's a fair question to ask, like, where's the concern for the United States in that?
Well, it's not my concern. Tucker, I've heard that routine from you before, but that's not my concern. I'm running for president of the United States because I think this country's in a lot of trouble. I think Joe Biden has weakened America at home and abroad. And as President of the United States, we're going to restore law and order in our cities. We're going to secure our border. We're going to get this economy moving again. And we're going to make sure that we have men and women on our courts at every level that will stand for the right to life and defend all the God-given liberties enshrined in our Constitution. Anybody that says that we can't be the leader of the free world and solve our problems at home has a pretty small view of the greatest nation on earth. We can do both. And as President of the United States, we will secure our border, we will support our military, we will revive our economy and stand by our values, and we will also lead the world for freedom under my administration.